So I am an Air Force brat, born and raised. Well, I was born in the United States, however, I've lived in several different countries. I'm trying to think. When I was 3, we moved to Montana, and then from there we moved to Washington, D.C., and then we moved to Hawaii for 8 months. And I'm trying to think, I was in 3rd or 4th grade there. It's really weird because it all just like comes together in like one mushed up like storyline. I don't know. But so yeah, I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade when I was in Hawaii, and then we moved to Canada. Yes, we moved to Canada, and that was 5th and 6th grade. And I actually thought I was Canadian during that time. Did the whole Canadian national anthem in French and English every morning. Yeah, I just completely thought I was Canadian. Little did I know I was not. After that, we moved to Japan, and I think I was in 6th grade at that point. We lived there for 3 years, and then finally we moved to Germany, Stuttgart, Germany. And I lived there for 3 or 4 years. Again, I forget. Wait, 8th grade. 3 years. Yes, 3 years. Because it was 8. I went there, started 8th grade, and then did freshman, sophomore year there. And then I finished out high school. We moved back to the States because they wanted to deploy my father to Afghanistan. So when my father went to Afghanistan, we moved to Yorktown, Virginia, where I finished out my high school years. So my junior and senior year I did in Yorktown, Virginia. And now I am in Lynchburg doing college. So I think that living overseas has given me like this weird eclectic mindset. I have an extremely open mind. I have, based on my experiences, seeing that things are so subjective. People can do things in so many different ways. People can see things in so many different ways. Their insight and their output on things is so varied. Like I honestly, it's made me a firm believer that there's no right answer to anything, and that you really just have to take everything in. And I think that's very advantageous because a lot of people if you live in one country, you lose sight of the fact that there's a whole world out there. There are billions and billions of people just living their lives and in completely different ways, and it's just fascinating to me, and I have really grown to appreciate that aspect of my upbringing. Goodbyes. I hate them. In fact, I don't even use the word goodbye anymore. When I have to leave someone, even if it may be permanently, I say, let's just say see you later, because I can't do them. You think that I would be good at it with all the transitioning, but I'm not. Growing up, I lost a lot of friends, just because I had to move around so much, and the distance and whatnot just naturally makes people grow apart. I'm still connected to them on social media, but I'm not a huge fan of social media, so it's very superficial in that I kind of just am observing their world and their life, but I'm not an active participant in it, and that's really hard for me because I have so many good memories with so many wonderful, wonderful people that I really have just been blessed to have come into my life and, you know, shape me into the person I am today. But yep, I don't say goodbyes. Okay, a thing that I wish people understood about me was that I'm not trying to be insulting when I say that I am from a different country. And that may be insulting in itself, I'm not sure. But being American, I am American, but it doesn't resonate with me in the way that it does with someone that has grown up here. If someone asks me where I'm from, I'm gonna tell you Stuttgart, Germany, because that is where I grew up for the most part and developed a lot. So yes, that's my home to me. But on any given day, if I'm feeling, like today, my experiences from Japan are impacting me, so maybe I'll say Japan or Canada. But that's the where are you from question is the hardest thing for me, so I wish people understood that I'm not trying to be snobby by saying that I am from somewhere else. That's just legitimately how I am feeling because I did grow up different places. So my fondest memories growing up, a lot of them happened in Japan actually. I remember always going to the shopping malls in Japan, and they were obsessed with anything in English, anything American. And they would have these t-shirts printed in English, but they never made sense. So it could literally be something like Barbie doll mushroom candy, something like as absurd as that, and they would just fall all over it because it was in English. And then also the Lantern Festival, where they make these floats with gigantic lanterns on them, paper lanterns, and they just ride them through the city. So I was in Misawa, Japan. They have the Cherry Blossom Festival. And then they also loved my mother because she has blonde hair. It's very different from what they're used to, obviously. So yeah, just things like that. My name is Tori Dollison and I am third.